Welcome to our in-depth analysis of PLTS, a stock that has recently caught the attention of many investors due to its dramatic price movements. In this video, we'll break down the technical signals, price action, and what these mean for traders and investors. We'll start with a general overview, then move into specific indicators, and finally discuss possible scenarios for the stock's future. Let's dive in and see what the data reveals about PLTS's current state. PLTS currently shows a neutral technical signal, which means there's no clear direction for the stock at this moment. Out of 9 total indicators, only 1 suggests a buy while 2 indicate a sell. The rest remain neutral. This lack of consensus among indicators is a sign that the market is uncertain about where PLTS is headed next. Such situations often require investors to be extra cautious, as the stock could swing in either direction. One of the most striking features of PLTS is its extreme volatility over a very short period. The stock price jumped from 4.6 on September 19 to 11.12 just 3 days later, and now sits at 17.1. Such rapid changes are rare and signal that there is significant trading activity and interest in the stock. However, this also means that the risks are higher, as prices can swing dramatically in both directions. On the most recent trading day, PLTS saw a significant price jump from 11.01 to 17.1, with a trading volume of 949,404 shares. This surge in both price and volume indicates strong buying interest. When a stock moves up on high volume, it often suggests that investors are confident in its short-term prospects. However, it's important to remember that such moves can also attract speculative trading, which adds to the volatility. Volume profile for PLTS shows that a significant amount of trading occurred between the 11.1 and 11.15 price range. This zone is important because it represents a level where many investors have entered or exited positions. High volume at a specific price can act as a support or resistance level in the future, so keep an eye on this range as the stock continues to move. On balance volume, OBV indicator for PLTS currently stands at 13,205,961, which signals accumulation. In other words, more investors are buying than selling, which typically supports upward price momentum. Accumulation phases can precede further price increases, but as always, it's important to consider other factors before making investment decisions. To PLTS's short trading history, most moving averages are not available. The only moving average we have is the 5-day simple moving average SMA, which is currently at 12.65. Since the current price is well above this level, it suggests short-term bullish momentum. However, without longer-term averages, it's difficult to assess the broader trend or confirm the sustainability of this move. Only 8 trading days of data, many technical indicators for PLTS are simply not available. The limited data makes it difficult to use popular tools like RSI, MACD, or ATR. The only available momentum indicator currently shows a sell signal, while volume indicators confirm accumulation. This lack of comprehensive data is a major reason for the low confidence in any technical signal right now. Despite the limited data, linear regression analysis provides some insight. The slope is positive at 1.51, indicating an upward trend. The R-squared value is 0.79, which means the price movements are closely following the trend line. The predicted value from the regression is 15.51, while the current price is 17.1. This suggests that PLTS is currently outperforming its trend expectation. Linear regression deviation percent is 10.23%, which means the current price is moderately above the regression line. This can be a sign of overextension in the short term, but it also reflects the strong momentum the stock has experienced recently. Investors should watch for signs of either a continuation or a pullback as the price adjusts to its trend. Looking ahead, the opening price for the next trading day is predicted to be between 17 and 17.2. This forecast is based on the recent trend and current momentum. However, given the extreme volatility and limited historical data, this prediction comes with a high degree of uncertainty. Traders should be prepared for rapid changes and adjust their strategies accordingly. Resistance levels are key price points where selling pressure may increase. For PLTS, the first resistance is at 19.5, which is the recent high. The next is at 20, a psychological round number. If the stock breaks above these levels, it could signal further upside. However, these points may also act as barriers, causing the price to pause or reverse. Support levels are price zones where buying interest may increase, helping to prevent further declines. For PLTS, key support levels are at 13.81, Fibonacci 61.8%, 12.05, Fibonacci 50%, and 10.29, Fibonacci 38.2%. These levels are important to watch, especially if the stock starts to pull back from its current highs. Current price of PLTS at 17.1 is above the linear regression predicted value of 15.51. This means the stock is performing better than expected based on its recent trend. While this is a positive sign, it also raises the risk of a short-term correction if the price becomes too stretched above its trend line. Average True Range ATR is a popular indicator for measuring volatility, but for PLTS the ATR 14 value is not available due to the limited trading history. This makes it difficult to estimate potential high and low price ranges. However, the recent extreme price swings suggest that volatility is very high, and significant moves in either direction are possible. In a bullish scenario, if PLTS continues its current momentum, it could break above the 19.5 resistance and move towards the 20 psychological level. Such a move would likely attract more buyers and could lead to further gains. However, traders should be cautious, as rapid price increases can also lead to sharp reversals if momentum fades. In a neutral scenario, PLTS could consolidate around its current levels, trading between 16 and 18 as the market decides its next direction. This period of sideways movement allows the stock to build a base and can be a healthy pause after a strong rally. Investors should watch for signs of accumulation or distribution during this phase. In a bearish scenario, if PLTS fails to hold above the 15 level, it could retrace towards the 13.81 support. The combination of high volatility and limited trading history increases the risk of sharp declines. Investors should be prepared for quick moves and have a plan in place to manage risk if the stock starts to fall. Summarize, PLTS is currently in a highly volatile phase with limited historical data, making technical analysis challenging. The stock has shown strong upward momentum, but the lack of comprehensive indicators and moving averages means that signals are less reliable. Investors should be cautious and avoid making decisions based solely on short-term price action. Given the extreme volatility and limited trading history, the overall recommendation for PLTS is to hold if you already own the stock. New investors should wait for more stability and clearer signals before entering a position. Patience and risk management are crucial in such uncertain environments. PLTS offers both opportunity and risk. While the recent surge is impressive, the lack of historical data and high volatility make it a challenging stock to analyze and trade. As always, thorough research and a disciplined approach are essential. Stay tuned for more updates as new data becomes available and the story of PLTS continues to unfold.